Hi besties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a long minute. Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you guys are having an amazing new year, and this year, I hope this year brings you lots of joy, happiness and all of that. So today's video, I'm going to talk about DAFM, Danube Agric Master Food Program, and I've made a video about this before, but this is going to be like an in-depth video or detail on this scholarship and application, what to expect, what to note. Also, a lot of you reached out to me asking me questions, like the same questions over and over again. You reached out on Instagram, Facebook, through my colleagues on LinkedIn, literally everywhere. So I'm just gonna make this video and put it out here once and for all, so you guys can make reference to it whenever. So let's just get right into today's video. So Danube Agric Master Food Program, as you already know, this is an agricultural / food technology program that is in conjunction with Erasmus Mundus. So this program is a 2-year master program where you specialize either in sector or food technology, and I'm in the food technology sector. So let's just a quick dive. How to apply for this scholarship. So basically you have to go through the DAFM application website. I'm going to link in the link in the description below so you guys can have it checked. So when you check this link, it's going to take you to the Stipendium Hungaricum website, and that's where you do your registration, you submit your missing documents, you submit all of your documents, and then afterwards you submit your application. Basically that's the website. I know someone reached out to me asking if the website is actually accurate. Yes, it is accurate. You have to see the Stipendium Hungaricum logo on it. I'm going to try to put it on the screen. I don't know how they do that, but I'm going to try, so you guys can have like a clearer picture of what I'm saying. So you see that, and then you register. Make sure you register, make sure your details are in there correctly, and then apply. Choose your course, apply. Choose your course and then apply under Danube Agric Master Food Program. Now moving forward, this is one thing you guys asked me a lot, which is some of you asked me a lot regarding finance. I'm going to tell you how much I had, right? I was nominated as an EU applicant because I had lived in Hungary. I did my bachelor's in Hungary, and as at the time of this application I was still in Hungary, so it was just easier for me to apply, and I was nominated as an EU applicant, not an international student. Please note, because a lot of you asked me questions regarding how to process a document from Nigeria, and I don't really know much about it. However, I made some inquiries, and I believe I put out the information out there for you guys, especially when it has to do with your authentication, translating your documents and all of that. I was nominated as a tuition fee student. So basically I am just under the tuition fee waived student. I'm not under the full scholarship, and I'm going to give you some perks. So the money I had in my account as at that time, I literally saved a lot without knowing that this scholarship was going to come through at some point. I had about $5,000 in my account as at that time. And when it was time to process my documents, you can my account, which was around $5,000, and it was enough, according to what I was told at the embassy, that this money, the amount is enough to cover my monthly housing, living expenses, and everything. Basically living in Czech Republic, so it was enough. But if you are coming with the hike of things now, I would suggest that you have enough savings. I'm not saying you have to have up to $5,000, no. At least have some sort of amount that can cover for your 6 months rent. Let's say 6 months rent, completely out of the equation, right? And then you have some sort of money to cover for your daily, for your feeding and other little expenses that you need. Because coming into a new country, leaving Nigeria and then going to a new country to start a fresh life and then not having money is the worst thing that can happen to anyone, and I would not want that for you guys. So take enough money as you can, save up as much as you can. If you're being nominated as a tuition fee waived student, these are things to expect. But in Hungary, from what I gathered, students are not allowed to work in Hungary due to the social security tax number, which is called TAJ. So if you do not have that, then you cannot work. and from the I was told that it was impossible to apply for that TASH number or TASH card, and without that you can't work in Hungary. So if you're going to Hungary, please have the mindset that you have to have enough money with you to be able to carry you throughout your academic period. I don't know if they've made changes now about that, but just know this: the possibilities of you getting a job within the first 3 months or 6 months is literally 50-50, or perhaps 20-50. So you have to be very sure, be financially secure. Do not just leave Nigeria because you want to leave and then go somewhere else and become stranded. Meanwhile, in Czech Republic, there are jobs. You can work without having the tax card or the TASH card. Is different from Czech. Thankfully, there are jobs in Czech Republic. You can work as a student or even a full-time worker in a company. So it depends on your experience and it depends on your skills. So with that being said, I hope I have covered enough for the financial part. Moving forward, SOP. This is the most frequent asked question. How do I write my letter of recommendation and stuff? Please guys, before I go further, I need you to know that it took me a while. Like, I had to make this huge decision to put out my SOP here out for you guys. I mean, I would love to help you guys as usual, whatever way I can, but putting this out there is literally a big decision for me. So I would urge you, do not copy my word for word. Do not copy what I have written. Make sure you write something from your head, literally. If you need help, you can use ChatGPT. ChatGPT gives you a guideline of how you can construct your essays. Just ask, how can I write this? Input your skills, input what you've studied, and ChatGPT would literally help you with a list of guidelines to follow. Do not copy mine. Do not copy. One thing is certain, these people, they would read your SOP. I promise you. Your SOP will be read line by line, word for word. So take your time. Make sure you write something you know. Make sure it's coming from your mind. Make sure it's your experience. Make sure it's something you are passionate about. Do not just write anything there. And now, do not be sentimental. I mean, it's okay to be sentimental, but do not be sentimental all through your paragraph or all through your essay. Leave some part for your experience, leave some part for your skills, leave some part for sentiment. You can talk about Nigeria. For me now, I'm gonna put a picture of my SOP on the screen so you guys can actually see it, and then that way you can have ideas on how I did mine. So at first, I talked about why I want to apply for this program, my core values, my reasons, how I can contribute to the Nigerian agricultural sector with the skills or the knowledge I'm gonna get here. So basically, this is what I did, and I'm gonna put a picture here, like I said, and then you guys can go through it. But do not copy my word, please. Do not copy, okay? If you need help, ask other people for help. You can ask anyone to read your SOP just to see if you've made a mistake, where it needs to be improved, and all of that. I would love to do that. A lot of you asked me if I could, but at the moment I can't. I have so much to do. I'm still writing my exams and preparing for my thesis and final exam, so I really do not have the time to literally read through your SOP. But if I do have the time, I would love to spare it and then read your SOP, make some corrections, and see how I can help. But however, since I cannot do that, then that is why I'm putting this out there for you guys to literally see it and then go through it, sum up your own words, and yeah. Moving forward, someone asked me about the grading system. Now, for each school, mind you, your first mobility track, you can either pick Hungary, that's the Hungarian University of Agriculture and Life Science, Mater, and your second mobility choice might be in Czech Republic. You could either choose Czech as your first or Hungary as your second, or vice versa. But for me, I chose Czech because I had lived in Hungary for 4 years. I did my bachelor's in Hungary, and I already lived there, know what to expect. So I needed a different scenery, so I had to move. Right now, so you will be asked to pick which school, your first mobility track, and then later on you can ask which other country you would want to go as your second mobility track. I am in Slovakia, so I'm in Slovak University of Agriculture and Life Science in Nitra. So this is my second mobility track, and let me tell you guys, the grading system in Czech Republic is totally different from the grading system in Slovakia. The grading system in Slovakia is higher than that of Czech Republic. Yes. However, teachers here are very nice, they are welcoming. Also in Czech Republic, they are very accommodating, helpful as well. But trust me, in order to get an excellent, you need to put in the work. You need to put in the work. You need to make sure that you are really concentrating. You are trying. Make sure, just in a nutshell, do your best. Do your best, and every other thing will be fine. So the grading system is different. And this question this person asked me, he said, what happens if he fails a particular course? Now, in EU, the system is this: if you fail a course, you have 3 trials to retake that particular exam. It could be a test, it could be an exam. So you have 3 trials to repeat that particular test or exam, depending on which one you want to improve on. So when you do that and you still fail, let's assume you fail the whole course for the semester. The grace is this: in your next year, your second mobility track, you have to go back to the university where you failed that exam to retake it. And if you want to improve a particular grade from that particular course or a different course, maybe you want to have an excellent, an A, and you have perhaps a C or a B, you can send an email to whoever the lecturer is. So you have to book an appointment, send an email to the lecturer, tell them you would like to retake the course, and that will be settled. So if you fail a particular course completely all through the semester, just know that you have to retake that exam the following year. Because without that, I don't think you can graduate. And without that, without meeting the requirement of the scholarship, then perhaps your scholarship might be terminated. So you have to make sure you pass your exams, go back to the particular school you failed, and then retake the exam. If you want to improve, you have the grace to improve in any university, any course. You have a grace to improve on your studies or your particular grade. Moving forward, expectations. Like I said, your expectations on this program, or leaving Nigeria or leaving your home country, it's good to have expectations, but please, guys, besties, please prepare ahead. Be happy about moving. Have your mindset, create a vision, and then pray about it. Don't be so hyped that you forget to actually take your time to prepare yourself for what is in front of you. When you're making a vision, you've written it down, you've prayed about it, make sure you pray about it, make sure you pray, add Jesus, add God to whatever it is that you do. You've prayed about it, then prepare your mindset mentally, physically, financially, because you cannot live in any place without money. You can't. And I pray that as you guys take this new path, you've decided to move on with this pursuit, I pray that everything you've done, your research, your commitment, your time and everything, I pray it comes to fruition for you guys. I pray you get the scholarship, and I pray you come here with high expectations and fulfill your expectations. I pray that everything works out fine for you, but please come prepared. Money is important. Please come prepared. Be financially stable. If you need help, ask people for help. If it's something that you know you cannot do by yourself, ask for help. Okay? Don't just leave and feel like, oh, maybe I can survive on $500 or $1,000. I'm sorry, but no babes, no. So please come with enough money, be secured, pray about your application. As you submit your application, pray about it. Don't just submit it and then let it be. Whether you're a Muslim or you're a Christian, pray about it. Commit it into the hands of God. Because aside from your CGPA and your SOP and all of that, you need grace. You need grace to be able to be nominated. You need divine intervention. You need the hand of God. You need grace and you need luck. So it's not just about you being the most intelligent person. It's not just about you being the most smartest person, mind you. It's about grace. So once you have that, keep praying, and I pray that the Lord will answer your prayers, and I pray you get the scholarship and all of that. Mind you, this is an impromptu video because you guys have asked. I'm currently writing my exams, so I had to make this video. It's a bit short, but I hope I've been able to cover some of the most important things you've asked me. And if there's something else I need to do, I would have to make a proper detailed video about it. But right now, I think this is the most asked questions about the finance and then the SOP. So I'm going to put it out here. So the SOP is going to be on the screen and all of that stuff. Do not forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. By the way, I know a lot of you come into my DMs and ask me questions. Do not be that person who asks questions without following. And some of you, after you've gotten your answer, you unfollow. Don't be that person. Otherwise, I'm not going to answer you. Yes, I'm not going to answer you. So make sure you follow me. Like this video, share it with someone you know who is applying for this. Don't be a keeper. Share, tag people, whomever. Like this video and subscribe. And see you in my next video, besties. Bye.